Hi, Mike Val here today, and today we're going to talk about breathing. Now I know most of you already know how to breathe, but most of you, if you're like most Americans, are only breathing with about 1/5 of their lungs capacity, and that is not a good thing. Think about living on your paycheck at only 1/5 of your paycheck. That would have adverse consequences on your whole life. Well, breathing at 1/5 of your lungs capacity has adverse consequences also. Taking in oxygen is necessary, you already know that, but it's also necessary for every single process that your body does. So if you're only operating, if you only have 1/5 of the lung capacity, you're operating at 1/5 of your efficiency, and that's not a good thing. So what we're going to do today, we're going to break this down in a couple different videos. There are ways to raise your metabolism and burn body fat through breathing, and there are ways to strengthen your abdominal muscles through breathing. So right now we're just going to talk about raising your metabolism a little bit. Okay, now most Americans breathe through their chest. Okay, they don't use their diaphragm muscle at all. Now your diaphragm is like a thin muscle membrane that separates your lungs from your lower abdominal cavity. Okay, and the idea is that you use your diaphragm for breathing. So when you inhale, your diaphragm goes down. It draws the oxygen into your lungs. When you exhale, it goes back up and forces the air out of the lungs. So that means your abdomen is going in and out. So chest breathers will be like this. So if I put my hand on my abdomen here, okay, and I'm just breathing through my chest, you can see my chest moving, and actually my whole body moves a little bit, but my hand isn't moving very much at all, just a tiny little bit. Okay, this is shallow breathing. You can't get a good deep breath by just breathing through your chest. You have to use your diaphragm muscle. So basically when you inhale, your abdomen goes out. That's because your diaphragm is coming down, drawing the air in, and that forces the abdomen out a little bit. Okay, so then when you exhale, your abdomen goes in. Your diaphragm is drawn up and it forces the air out. Okay, you can take a much deeper breath that way. So what we're going to do today, we're just going to learn how to breathe with our diaphragm. This is the natural way. Look at babies. They breathe through their diaphragm. You can see their abdomen going up and down, okay, in and out as they breathe. It's not their chest going like that, okay? That's hard on, you can even hear the difference in my breathing when I try to breathe through my chest, okay? So what you want to do, start with, and I don't know what shape you're in or anything else, but basically take a deep breath. You know, inhale, your abdomen goes out, hold that for, 2 or 3 seconds, however long you can, then exhale. Hold this for 2 or 3 seconds. And that's all there is to it. And as you do this, build up to, maybe holding each time for 10 seconds. Or, keep going until you get to, as much as you can. Do this 2 or 3 times a day for, a minute or two. Let's say you can do it at work. You can do it when you're driving. You miss a traffic light, you got to sit there anyhow. So go ahead and start doing your breathing exercises. Really concentrate on it. As you do this more and more, it'll get more natural, and you will notice a difference. You will start burning a little bit of fat because you're raising metabolism with this deeper breathing because you're not used to it. Okay, so that's what we want to do. Next video we'll talk about doing a little variation on this so that you can build some